Hey guys, this is Chris over at Vintage Vault. Those of you who don't know and haven't seen my videos, my family started a sports card and memorabilia and kind of an antique and collectibles store about a year and a half ago. And it never amazes me what comes in. I wanted to share this with you guys. This is a totally raw video. This is a great part about having a store is that people just walk in with extremely awesome surprises sometimes. So this is a box of basically 1960s sports cards. I haven't been through it yet. My wife took a quick look at the store, saw some cool cards in there. So she got it to me so I can go through this. And again, I wanted to share this with all you guys. I'm going to go through the cards kind of quick just because I don't want this to be like a hour-long video. But just to give you guys an idea, this is like an original 3,000 count box here from back in the 1960s, before they actually had 3,000 count boxes. So just to give you an idea of what we're looking at, I'm going to measure this up for you. So this box is over 19 inches long and 13 inches wide. Years, and I'm just going to kind of dig right in. It looks like it's all sorted by teams. So we got some Red Sox here. Kind of zoom in a little bit so we can get a better look at what's here. Oh wow, look at that, Yastrzemski right off the bat. So there's the Yastrzemski rookie there. So we're going to just make a pile of the good cards. So we got 1958 up to 1965 in here, 1967, pretty decent condition. They definitely smell. You can tell they're old. They got a little bit of warpage to them. But just to find that this is still out there in the wild, absolutely amazing. A 1955 that's been trimmed down. Oh, we got some, it's a 51 Bowman. Bill Wright, nothing great. Pretty nice Johnny Pesky, Jackie Jensen. Oh, Tony Conigliaro rookie. A couple of those. This is awesome. Just that it's still there and it's been untouched for 30 years. And guys, I honestly don't care how long this video goes. Hopefully you guys can stick around and watch it all, but I'm just going to take it as it comes. He's got a little bit of damage on him, got moisture damage, got a little bit of writing. This was back when people loved their cards. So again, something going on the bottom, probably some moisture. 56 Red Sox team, looks like it's been trimmed down the size to meet the specs of the other ones. It's a 59 Ted Williams card. But I mean, these overall are not terrible condition. They're like I said, they're got some surface wear. They got some corner dings, but I don't see a bunch of creases. Another 1963 Johnny Pesky. 64 Johnny Pesky. So you got cards going upside down, sideways, backwards. 51 Bowman Walt Masterson, nice Jackie Jensen, 1958 MVP, or no, 61 MVP. Another Ted Williams Fleer, 1959 Fleer. So far I'm seeing 1951 up to 19, I think I see a 1970 Red Sox card in here. Frank Malzone All-Star. Oh, nice. Ted Williams All-Star. Wow, that's pretty decent. Ken Keltner, 1950 Bowman. Pete Reynolds. 1955 Bowman here. Nice Frank Malzone, 1960 All-Star. Now these cards I have not made a purchase on them yet. Basically, the gentleman was kind enough to trust us to go through these, evaluate them for him. Tony Canigliaro, someone wrote all over it, which is cool. It just kind of gives it character. So again, the customer, entrusted us to take a look through these things, kind of evaluate what's going on with them, and I don't even know that he's up to selling them yet. I gotta kind of go through and see what's going on. So 1964 Carl Yastrzemski, a couple of those, 3 of them. They all got a little bit of wear on them, but not terrible. Definitely not terrible. So 1968's here. Again, I'm just trying to go through these fairly quick so we're not stuck spending our whole night here. But 1969 Yastrzemski, a couple of those. 1967 Yastrzemski, 1961, pretty decent one. So, I mean, if this is in the first little section here, I can just imagine the possibilities. Again, there's got to be, I don't know, 2,000 to 3,000 cards in here, if not more. So, Mets. Al Jackson. There's a nice Casey Stengel. Another nice 1963 Casey Stengel, a couple of them. I'm just looking at the 67s to see if there's any high number, but this one, the whole surface is kind of, I don't know if that's mold growing on there or if it's just moisture and the cards kind of stuck to each other or what, but something going on there. But again, I mean, this box has supposedly been in a basement for over 30 years, and it's probably 30 more years old than that because these are 1960s cards. So 3 more Casey Stengels. Bob Shaw. So yeah, I'm just looking every now and then to see if there's a high number in there or not, but I'm not seeing any yet. Nice Richie Ashburn, 1963. 62 Gil Hodges. So I'm not seeing any 68 rookie stars, which, of course, anyone who knows vintage cards would know that would be an amazing hit. But I don't see any there, and it looks like that's all the Mets cards. So I'm going to leave the Red Sox out, put the Mets back, and keep moving down. So you got Cincinnati Reds here. Kind of going all different ways. Got a 55 or 56 there. It's an oversized card. Alright, see what we got here. So 56, Joe Nuxthall. So 64, 61, nice 1961 Frank Robinson. Centering kind of sucks on it, but other than that, card looked pretty nice. Vada Pinson. Chuck Harmon. So, got some cool stuff going on here. 64 Frank Robinson, that's pretty decent. Corner's a little worn on it, but 61, so there are some higher numbers. So that's a All-Star, which is a higher number. Real nice 62 Vada Pinson. 53 tops, no one great, but just that the 53 tops are in here, it gives you some possibilities. These 69s are really, really sharp cards. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Oh, sorry. I lied. There's a Pete Rose, 64. A little worse condition than the other cards, but still, again, the fact that it's here in the raw. It's a nice leader card with Warren Spahn on it. Pitching leaders. Ooh, we got rookie stars, but not the good one. Tommy Harper. So Tony Oliva. Sandy Koufax. This must be the specialty pile here. Rookie stars. Bill Freehan. Tony Oliva. Pretty decent. Clemente leaders. Gaylord Perry. Unfortunately, I did not see a Pete Rose rookie in there, but still possibilities do exist. So number 519, I'm wondering if that's getting in the high numbers. And 67, which the high numbers are tough to find. Couple more pretty decent Vada Pinson cards. And we got one more little pile of Cincinnati Reds here. Ooh, pretty clean Tony Perez, 1966. Ooh, 66 Pete Rose, couple of them. Looking pretty decent, too. 69 Pete Rose, again, pretty sharp. Lloyd Merriman's no one great, but cool 1950 Bowman. Frank Robinson All-Star, that's a nice one. 1958, that is. Vada Pinson, I believe that's his rookie. Not 100% positive, but I think that might be his rookie, 1958. If not, I'm sure people will let me know. Another 64 Pete Rose. Again, that one's a little beat up. It's got some wax on it. It's got some discoloration down there, but just the fact that it's here is awesome. All right, let's see if we can get someone here. Oh, Howard Fox. Ewell Blackwell. And Danny Litwiller. Never heard of them. But they're pretty decent condition for 1950 Bowmans. Decent 64 Frank Robinson, 1960 Frank Robinson. All right, so not bad there. Some decent Cincinnati Reds that were in there. All right, now I don't know what leapers mean, but these are his leapers. So excuse my body. I don't know what this stuff is, but looks like Baltimore Orioles are next. Trying to be gentle as I can with them. A couple of 1967s here. Alright, so Baltimore Orioles looking for nice 1967 Jim Palmer. It's pretty decent condition. Oh, we got some athletics mixed in here too. Don Larson. Athletics didn't really have any great players back then, but Tony La Russa rookie. That's probably one of the better ones. Yeah, you got a lot of these white marks. Again, I don't know if this is what's going on there. Rocky Colavito, Hall of Famer. Nice 61 Whitey Herzog, not big money, but he was a great manager. So back to, oh no, it's still Reds, sorry. So Jim Gentile, he was pretty decent back in the day. Diego Segui. Nice Bill Freehan, 1968 All-Star. So it says Reds, but it's not really Reds. It's more Athletics so far. I mean, it says Orioles, I'm sorry. But this looks like it's getting an Orioles. Luis Aparicio. So we're looking for Brooks Robinson here. Oh, there's a nice 19. Oh, Brooks Robinson rookie. Unfortunately, someone wrote with, looks like pencil on him a little bit. But again, just that this thing's out here in the wild, that's awesome. 1961 Brooks Robinson. Feels like it's kind of stuck to the other one. 62 Brooks Robinson. Robin Roberts, Hall of Fame pitcher, but yeah, not a lot of money there. Boog Powell rookie. Another 62 Brooks Robinson. 64 Brooks Robinson. That's fairly, it's got a little bit of surface wrinkle in it, but it looked pretty clean other than the surface wrinkle. '64 Brooks Robinson. '64 Brooks Robinson. Number 507. I don't know if that's quite in the high numbers, but pretty decent condition. Not sure in 1957 when the high numbers started, but I know there's 609 in the set. So again, these are just cool, decent condition cards, you know, from 1960s. Not like huge names in that little stack, but they get some cool ones out of there. See, Brooks Robinson All-Star 1961. Another Boog Powell rookie. White Wilhelm, Hall of Fame pitcher. See if we can find a nice. Oh, there's. Oh, really nice. That one's miscut. Frank Robinson. Wow, some really crisp Frank Robinsons there. Oh, another one. Again, sorry guys if this video is going to take a while, but again, this is really exciting stuff for me, and want to share it with you guys. And those of you who want to stick around, you know, if you get bored, fast forward a little bit. These 69s are like super crisp cards. They're nice. And probably technically not quite near mint, but they feel great. And the dogs are going crazy too, but maybe they're getting excited. So that's like the 5th or 6th 1968 Frank Robinson that I found in this little. Alright, so let's look at some Detroit Tigers. These are just a couple of Kellogg Superstars, 1970s or so. Yeah, 1980 these are. No one great, but they're just cool. So back to the good stuff. So Detroit Tigers, maybe get some nice Al Kalines out of here. Let's see. 54 Johnny Pesky is pretty beat up. But, so 64 Al Kaline. Yeah, dog's going crazy, but they'll calm down. 1960 Al Kaline, pretty decent. You can definitely tell that the earlier 60s stuff was definitely enjoyed a lot more than the later 60s. Later 60s feels a lot more crisp, a lot better condition. So Rocky Colavito again. Nice 1960 Norm Cash. '62 Rocky Colavito, '64 Al Kaline again. He's got some serious wax issues going on, but that should clean up a little bit. I see a '62 Kaline there, but yeah, that's really looks nice card. '61 Kaline, that one looks pretty clean too. Corner's a little worn. So I think this guy's going to be very happy with the results of looking through his cards here. Oh, it's a beautiful 1963 Jim Bunning. Just the condition. So Cash, 1959 Kaline All-Star. Whitey Herzog again. It's just amazing the volume of cards that are here. I think that's Mickey Lalich's rookie. It's got a little crease though. I think that's just one card there. Hank Aguirre. Oh, see, back when people had fun, Hank Aguirre is now green. Rocky Colavito again. And these 1968s are pretty crisp overall. '69, same thing. They're pretty darn crisp cards. All right, 1959 team card. So nothing earth-shattering, but there's some cool stuff in there. All right, I think the Pirates we're gonna hold off on. So it could be, it could be some Clementes in there. We're gonna put them off to the side. We're just gonna grab this whole other rest of the row. Let's see what we got going on here. Houston Colt 45s, Astros. I don't think there's a lot of Hall of Famers to look through here, but yeah, there's some really nice condition. Like 63s are tough to find. Nice condition. Some of these feel like there's two cards together. Some of them are just kind of stuck a little bit, but so it happens we've been sitting in the basement for 30 years plus. And Nellie Fox, Hall of Famer. So not too eventful there with the Astros. Oh. Alright, so here's the after they actually became the Astros. So maybe Joe Morgan, if we get lucky. Yeah, there's Joe Morgan. second card, I believe, is his first single card. Now you got the Expos or Pilots, which are kind of all one team here. Some 69s. Yeah, no major guys on there. It says Brewers are up next. This is Top Scoops. These are all Top Scoops. I think 1961, if I'm not mistaken, but Ernie Banks. Dizzy and Daffy Dean. Roger Maris. Eddie Matthews. Joe DiMaggio's 56 game hit streak. Ty Cobb. Stan Musial. Ted Williams. Yogi. Jackie Robinson, he's always cool. And then we're into the Royals. There's only a couple cards here of the Royals. Baseball scoops, we did have a marker for those. Oh, here's more scoops mixed with something else. Bob Gibson, Al Kaline, Lou Brock. Looks like some World Series cards. See if there's a Roger Maris or Mantle World Series in here. Got Whitey Ford. Gil Hodges. Sandy Koufax strikes out 15. That's always a cool one. Oh, look at that. Mantle. Awesome. Pretty decent condition too, fairly well centered for that card. Corners are a little touched on it. And there's Roger Maris, 63. Another one of Maris. You know, it's amazing to look at these cards and see the missed cuts, and people really didn't care about that stuff back then. These are Colt 45s. I don't know if I went through these already. Just take a quick look through again. I know I went through some of the Colt 45s, but I'll go through that again. Let's stick them up here with the Astros. Alright, now we got some Angels coming up. This row is packed so tight, you can hardly get it out. But we'll get there. Actually, that's Braves. I think we might want to save the Braves too, just in case there's any Hank Aaron's in there. But these are Angels. Alright, so we're going to stick the... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's just one Brave card that got stuck in the middle of the rest of the Angels. So, alright, Los Angeles Angels. And I don't think there was any great players in the 60s on the Angels. But the condition is awesome.
It is not.
Alright, so getting through here again. Look at that beautiful 1962. It's off center a little top to bottom, but in condition on these things is amazing. I'm not going to spend a ton of time because these are, again, there's not a lot of superstars here, but these 1969s are absolutely, I mean, they're crisp. I mean, technically, I got a little touch on the corners, so they're probably not even near mint. Like if you send them in the PSA or SGC, but just the feel of them, it's, you know, if you guys know the feel of the Pack Fresh cards, these 68s, a lot of 68s and the 69s in this lot have that Pack Fresh feeling. Alright, so we'll move on from the Angels here. We'll put those over here. And what we got here next? Senators. And we got someone's hair in there. That's pretty disgusting. But you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. So get the Washington Senators up here. See if we have any cool Senators cards. I did see a couple of Bowmans, at least one anyways. Sorry, let me fix the camera here. So again, the condition is pretty cool on a lot of these. Pretty nice. So Sam Dente, but again, nice condition. Next little stack here of Senators. Jimmy Pearsall is a good player. Washington Nationals team card, a little beat up. Oh. So not much for superstar power here. Yeah, I don't recall the Senators really having any major stars. There's a Jim Cott rookie, which is decent. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, but the card itself is not worth a lot. (1956) Roy Sievers. Please don't. So again, some nice 1967s in here too. Oh, there's Harmon Killebrew, 1960. That's a nice one. Please don't mind a doggy barking. Lou Piniella rookie. Alright, again, some nice crisp 1968s and 69s in there. Save the Dodgers for later too, because there's some cool ones that could be in there. Even Indians, maybe we'll find a I think 64, the Tommy John rookie might be Indians, possibly. Please stop. You're upsetting me, really. Please stop. So Jimmy Pearsall is pretty decent. And just some really nice condition cards in here. You know, for something that's been sitting around for many years in a box. The Tom Kelly rookie. Bobby Vila, 1956. The Billy Martin, 1959. Nice Sam McDowell. Nice 1950 Bowman early win. That's a decent one. Too bad it's not a 1950 Bob Feller. That'd be nice, but please stop. Nice Herb Score All-Star card. Rocky Colavito again. '61 All-Star high number. Nice Louis Tiant. Yeah, look at the cut on that. Who cares back then, right? No quality control. Another 68 Tiant. Another 68 Tiant. Couple decent cards in there. Yeah, you know, we're definitely got to save the Yankees. Definitely got to save those guys. Let's see, keep the Yankees here. Go for Minnesota Twins. Maybe a couple Harmon Killebrews in here. Yeah, nice 1962 Killebrew. 64 Oliva, not really his rookie, although it says Twins rookie. 63 was his actual rookie, which there was one of those in here also. Nice 62 Jim Cott. '61 Jim Cott. Someone like Rich Rollins, there's like 6 or 8 of those things. 67 Philadelphia Minnesota Vikings team. Ooh, pretty nice 61 Minnesota Twins team. I think that's a high number too. 64, 63 team card. Again, real nice card. Just little corner bumps on them. '64 Killebrew. One's a little worse condition than the others, probably because he's a superstar and he was a little more well loved. Another 62 Cott. 64 Killebrew. 67 Rookie Stars. 63 Cott. 61 high number. Another Tony Oliva. Couple Jim Cotts. Nice 61 Killebrew. 69 Cott. '68 Cott. 64 Tony Oliva. So a couple decent cards in there. Twins. Then we got some White Sox here. So, nice looking 67 cards. Ooh. Nice condition. It's Jim Busby, so not great, but 1951 Bowman, nice condition. Probably technically VGX to X somewhere in there, but no creases. Nice 1960 early win. #1 card in the set. 1951 Billy Pierce. Yeah, that's pretty nice condition. And maybe his rookie card. Nellie Fox. Ooh, 1951 Nellie Fox. That's beautiful. I think that may be his rookie also. Either 50 or 51 is his rookie. Luis Aparicio. Another 61 win. Nice card. Nellie Fox MVP. Alright, let's get some more hits. See what we got here. Nice rookie card. No one great, but there's Luis Aparicio. Another pretty nice 51 Bowman. It does have a stain over here though. '61 Nellie Fox, not as great condition as the other ones, but still cool. And here's the rest of the White Sox. Nice 61 Minnie Minoso. Guy was around for about 100 years. 60 Aparicio. 59 Aparicio. 58 All-Star Aparicio. Yeah, another 51 Bowman here. Kind of stuck to something. Ooh, Billy Pierce, but he's... No, it's a 52 Bowman, Billy Pierce. But he's stuck to something else. So Hoyt Wilhelm, that one's pretty beat up. And nice crisp 1969s here. So some cool cards there. Then we have, this one says Baseball Thrills. That one says All-Stars, so I don't know what we're going to get in the back here. We got checklists. So, marked and majorly miscut. So, 1969s are all marked. So again, this was back when people actually enjoyed the cards, so... Let's see, that one escaped unmarked, the 7th Series, 1968. Oh, there's a nice Frank Robinson one, that's not marked. So 61, 62, 64, 67, I believe. 64. Too bad it's got one mark on it, otherwise it would be a nice one. 63, the same thing, they marked the checklist. 64, they marked a couple cards. That one looks to be unmarked. 1963, 5th Series. 7th Series, so it's a high number checklist. Unmarked. Pretty nice card. So these are all upside down. Wow, what is this one? Not sure what year that is. Maybe 66? Yeah, no, Willie Mays is #1 card, so. So there's an unmarked one. It's just got like a little stain, but that one's 66 unmarked. 65. 64, that one's unmarked. So apologize for missing the camera with some of these. I'm trying to check them all out myself and get them in the camera. But so this one's way miscut on the side. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like a bunch of extra material here. And a lot of these just have a couple of boxes marked, but it just definitely kills the monetary value. But again, it adds character. I mean, it's cool because, you know, this one, again, real nice checklist, but one box is marked. So 68 All-Stars. We got Lou Brock. Pretty nice one. Tony Oliva. Ooh. Nice 1968 Clemente All-Star. Bob Gibson. So I'm guessing there's more All-Star cards somewhere in here, but so let's see. These look like specialty cards, maybe. Ooh, that's special 1960 or 56. These Kansas City Athletics again, but there's some leader cards I saw in there, so that's why I thought these might be specialty. That's nice. It does have a crease, but Fence Busters with Hank Aaron. Oh, these are specialty cards. It looks like the multiplayer. So it's got Yastrzemski on it. So let's see if we can get some big dogs going. This is 56 with Duke Snider. So Don Drysdale. Drysdale and Johnny Padres. Ooh, that's the good one. It's way miscut at a bad angle, but AL Bombers with Maris, Cash, K-Line, and of course Mickey Mantle. Ooh, there's a nice one. Mantle and Mays. Too bad it's off center, but other than that, it's really a beautiful card. Don Larson. Oh, nice. Bomber's Best. We got 2 of those. Corner's a little touched on them, but again, anything with Mantle on it's gold, and we know that. So Pride of the NL, that's a cool card too, with Willie Mays and Stan Musial. And another Sockers. Cool stuff in there. So let me see. I don't know what this Leapers means, but I'll put that in there just to separate the next pile here. So Kansas City Athletics again. Don Larson's pretty decent. And we got cards going left, right, top, bottom. Yeah, the condition of these is definitely above average for what you'd see in a box of old cards. You know, they're well taken care of. You know, Slaughter, too bad that's pretty beat up, but it'd be a cool 1956 one there. Oh, we got some more specialty cards. I'm seeing a cool one. So Athletics here. Ooh, any chance of a Reggie Jackson? Let's see, 68. Jim Hunter, pretty decent. Alright, so here's more of these. So there's a nice one with Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda. Sockers again with Yastrzemski. 1960 Mantle Boyer. Power Plus. Aaron and Banks. So this is what I cut to when I picked up the first half of the pile. So another Power Plus with Aaron and Banks. So, rookie stars. Let's see if we can get something in the rookies. Well, it looks like just one. That sucks, but hey, maybe there'll be more. But cool with Nelly Fox and Luis Aparicio. Maris and Cepeda. Frank Robinson in that one. This is an awesome one. Clemente, Cardonas, and Oliva rather. The two Robinsons. This one with Clemente again. Oh, Mickey. Oh my God. Just the condition on that is beautiful. Another one with Mickey. Wow, these 68s were something. Strikeout leaders here. Warren Spahn leader. Home run leader. It's got some wax that may clean up a bit. Corner's a little worn, but again, Mantle and Maris on the same card. Clemente there. Warren Spahn. Another Clemente. Spahn. Cepeda, Robinson, and Mays. That's a great thing about these leader cards. You get multiple Hall of Famers on the same card. This is, of course, the iconic Maris Mantle leader card. Get Clemente on this one. It's been miscut. That was miscut also, but still awesome. Whitey Ford there. Whitey Ford here. And no one major on that one. Warren Spahn. So these are my favorites. The 63. You know, it just got the guys' heads here, but you got Aaron Musial, Frank Robinson. Whitey Ford here, Clemente. Oh, we got another little bit of a stack left here. Really like to see a Pete Rose rookie, but that would be probably dreaming. But Sandy Koufax. Koufax Drysdale. Warren Spahn. Tommy Harper. Again, pretty clean card. Spahn. That one was Cepeda, Mays, and Frank Robinson again. Koufax again. Strikeout leaders, no one great. Phil Roof, rookie. Spahn again. Cepeda, Robinson, Mays again. Norm Cash, Maris, Calavito, Killebrew. This one again with Mantle and Maris. Got a big print streak. Adds character to it. That's what I always say. Harmon Killebrew, a bunch of wax on there. Norm Cash, Whitey Ford again. So there's actually two. Yeah, this is the early one. So there's two versions of this. So they put an apostrophe after the G on pitching for no reason, because there's no reason for an apostrophe there, but they later corrected it. That's a nice one. Clemente and Aaron. Got strikeout leaders with Bob Gibson. Got Louis Tiant on that one. Nice batting leader with Pete Rose. Another nice one with Clemente and Aaron. And then Cepeda, Robinson, and Mays again. So awesome little grouping of leader cards and rookie cards. Unfortunately, you know, the big dollar Pete Rose was not in there, but you can't get everything. And this is absolutely fascinating so far. So I'm going to try to tilt this forward so I don't all fall. Let's get into the St. Louis Cardinals. So see if there's a couple Stan Musials in here. Ooh, nice. Again, not a big name guy, but just nice condition. 1950 Bowman. All right, beautiful 65 Cardinals team. Bobby Shantz, Chuck Stubbs, Kurt Simmons, Carl Switzky, Dick Groat. So it looks like they kind of separated this one by player too, but nice to see a couple of Bob Gibsons in there too. Manny Minoso, again, that guy was around forever, played on just about every team. Let me just put a marker in here so I can keep them separate. There's something oversized in here, a couple beat up ones. Ooh, 53. Yuck. Pretty beat up. So Curt Flood there. This is cool. Curt Flood rookie, but it's got some print marks, some wax on there. 61 Curt Flood. Tim McCarver rookie, pretty decent. Ken Boyer was always a great player. Didn't get the recognition he probably should have. Excuse me, sorry about that. Red Shyness, always a fan's favorite. Manny Minoso again. There we go. 1960 Musial, 1963, 61, 62. Beautiful. The full run, 60 through 63. Bob Gibson. Who do we got? Give me someone decent here. Jim Hearn, no. Owen Friend, no. Ned Garver, no. Nice Ken Boyer All-Star, high number, a little bit of staining over on the side. Stan Musial All-Star, again, he's got that white flaking all over it. And we got one little more group of 68s to go through here. I mean, not 68s, St. Louis Cardinals. I'm sorry. Speaking of 68, there's Lou Brock, severely miscut. Here's a much better one. Ooh, nice 69 Bob Gibson. Rita Pinson again. Another Lou Brock. He's got, I think that's just some wax on the surface. It's a nice Cardinals team. Another 68 Lou Brock. And Red Shyness. Oh, all right. So there's Cardinals. Now we'll get into, I don't know if this is the Phillies. Yeah, this is the Phillies here. So some possibilities with some cool Phillies cards too. So again, 1950. Bowman, we got Willie Jones, who's really a nothing. Kurt Simmons, who's decent. This does, I don't know if you guys can see, it does have some moisture staining down here. And we got Dick Sisler, who, decent player. Who's this? 56, Murray Dixon. So, decent Richie Allen rookie. He's got some corner wear, though. Stan Lopata, 1950. Jim Bunning, nice one. Let's see if we can find a Fergie Jenkins rookie in here. That'd be cool. And some of these are just such nice condition for being 1960s stuff that was in a basement forever. Something else going on here. Gene Mauch. They're just kind of stuck together. So nothing great yet for Phillies. Even like a couple Richie Ashburns would be cool. A Steve Carlton rookie would be cool. Actually, he might be Cardinals, Steve Carlton back then. So Robin Roberts, pretty decent. 61 Robin Roberts. Sylvester Dooley, 1950. Jim Bunning. Please don't go through those. Don't. Another miscut. So again, some really nice 1969s here, but really no star power. But again, I can appreciate some nice condition 1960s cards just as much as I can appreciate some Hall of Famers. All right, so we got some possible bangers coming up here. So we got Braves, which could have a couple Hanks, who knows. I just got to move over my star pile because it's getting too big. Just to show you guys, that's all the stars there. Gonna get sleeved up later on and taken care of really well. We got Giants here, which could have some nice stuff. And we got Cubs. We'll start with the Cubs, and then we got the Yankees, and we got the Pirates to go. Ooh, nice. Nice start here with a couple high number all-stars. 61, Nellie Fox, Warren Spahn. Why is Spawn? Was he on the Cubs? If he was, I did not know. No, it says he's on the Braves, but he just got stuck in with the Cubs. I thought he was on the Braves. Alright, so see if we can get Mr. Cubby himself in a couple of these cards. Nice Cubs team, 1956. Some of these, again, they just feel packed fresh. It's ridiculous for how long they've been sitting around. Technically they wouldn't be super high grades, like a little tiny touch on the corner there, but the gloss is amazing. They're crisp cards. Billy Williams rookie, obviously miscut. Some nice Cubs teams, and then some beat up Cubs teams. Ron Santo, he's always a favorite. Too bad it's not a 56. Ernie Banks, that'd be nice. So 1950 Bob Rush. Ooh, there's the Banks 1958 All-Star. It's a start. Nice 1963 Billy Williams. He's a tough one to get. Decent condition. It's a little off center, top to bottom, but hey, don't worry, we got another one. A nice Ron Santo. Wow. 58 Ernie Banks. It is stained up top. It's a shame, but still, I'll take a 1958 Ernie Banks any day. 63 Banks. Looks like, oh no, I thought that was going to be a 64 Banks, but it's not. '62, it's got a little condition issue over on the side there. Ooh, a nice Lou Brock rookie. Well, not really nice, but it's just nice that it's there. It's got some wax stain on it. It's obviously way off center. Ron Santo second card. Ernie Banks MVP. So, hitting a little bit on this one now. Nice 62 Ernie Banks. Again, I just can't reiterate enough, the condition on some of these. Again, they're not going to grade 7s and 8s, but they just feel amazing and the color's amazing. But they do have technical issues that would keep them from grading super high through a grader. But just to see them all in a box like this, another Mini Minoso, 62 Banks again. 61 Ashburn, 61 All-Star Ernie Banks, 1960 Ashburn, another 63 Santo, pretty decent 1960 Banks. It does have some color variation there and a little scuff there, but I just love seeing them. 61 Ernie Banks, 66 Ernie Banks, another 63 Billy Williams. Another miscut 1968. Alright, and then we're down to our last little bit of cubbies here. These are high grade again. So be cool to find Ernie Banks in high grade, but ooh, speaking of, a little corner touch, but again, fairly well centered for a 1969. Nice bright colors. Joe Niekro. 1968 Joe Niekro. Oh, 68 Banks. That one's not quite as good as most of the other 68s, but it's still there. 68 Fergie Jenkins. Miscut. Alright, so cubbies are a little exciting there. Let's go. Let's see, I already did these, right? Yes. Ooh.
The wife says
Okay,
Pirates.
we'll go with the Pirates.
The wife says Pirates.
Oh, apparently someone already. Wife already put one big one on top. It does have pen on it, but 62 Clemente is cool. Harvey Haddix. I always loved that picture. He kind of looks like a goofball, but it's just a fun picture. Don't tell him I said that. So that's a neat little misprint there, huh? Irregular border, colors are all shifted. Someone must have been drunk on that day at the printing plant. But again, that's what you get from back in the 60s. People didn't care. They're a penny a card. Nice 67 Bill Mazeroski. Ooh, 61 Clemente. It's got a smear mark. Ooh, is that? Ooh. 65 Clemente. Again, these, unfortunately, Clementes aren't in as good condition as most of the other cards, but well centered, but the corners are a little dinged up. 54. 1960 Clemente. Again, it's got some soft corners. Wow, nice cards though. Exciting stuff. '69 Clemente, of course, dinged on the side. '68 Mazeroski, pretty decent. Dick Grote, another guy that didn't really get the due that he deserved. '61 Bill Mazeroski. And we got one more little stack. Probably another 50, 60 cards here in a little stack. Skinner, Bob Veal, Bill Mazeroski, '62 Clemente, a little miscut top to bottom. Another '62 Clemente, soft corners. I know I'm sitting there complaining when I'm loaded up with Roberto Clemente's, so you can yell at me later. Pretty nice '67. It's got a little fold in the corner there, but looks cool. Mazeroski All-Star, another '62. This one's better condition. It's just off center a little bit top to bottom. Bill Mazeroski. Let's see, 1950 Pirates. I don't even know who's good. Maybe Ralph Kiner, but that's Johnny Hopp. Wally Westlake. Bill Worley. And Harry Gumbert. Nobody I really heard of too much. Another '61 high number. So that was cool. So that's the Pirates. We will next go with the Braves. I think Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews are the only guys looking for in here, but, well, actually Warren Spahn. Well, we'll see what we got, though. Billy Martin. Nice. '61 Hank Aaron All-Star. Bob Uecker. Fortunately just passed away, but he's known as kind of the goofball of baseball. '61 Warren Spahn. He's got wax all over his face. These are 1960 or '61 Fleer all-time greats. Let's see. No one I recognize here, but Johnny Antonelli for 1950 Bowman and Sibby Sisti. Cloninger, a couple more 50 Bowmans. Walker Cooper. Earl Torgenson. '62 Spawn. A little moisture damage to that one. Red Shine Disc again. '60 Warren Spahn, pretty decent. '63 Warren Spahn's got a scuff in the corner. '1960 Eddie Matthews, a little bit of touch corners, but pretty decent overall. Warren Spahn All-Star, another Hank Aaron All-Star, '58 Eddie Matthews, a nice little run there. '61 Eddie Matthews. You know, why can't there be a 53 Willie Mays in there? I ain't even beat up like that. I'd dig it. Let's see. Eddie Matthews All-Star. 63 Hank Aaron. Corners are pretty soft on it. And we got one more stack of Braves. Joe Torre. Mickey Mantle MVP. Baseball scoops. Put those over on the side. '63 Joe Torre, pretty decent condition. 1960 Hank Aaron. You got one of the lower condition cards that I've found so far, but 62 Eddie Matthews. Yeah, he's got that white stuff all over his face there. Warren Spahn, 62. Some nice high grade 68s again, 69s. Fortunately, no major stars. But again, cool there. We got a couple Hank Aaron's out there.
What you going with this? Not yet.
Gonna go with the
Giant.
Giants. Actually, kind of cool. I cut right to 61 Willie McCovey. The colors off, but cool card. 52 Bowman Sal Magley. He's a pretty good player. Let's see what else we got here. Another Kirby Higgy. Don't know who he is. Shouldn't say don't know. I've heard of these guys. They're just not major stars. There's their coaches. 63 Mays. Nice. 57 Mays. Beautiful. And corners worn, but again, just the fact that they're here, it's awesome. Don Larson, Matty Alou, Don Larson, Orlando Cepeda, 61. We got a cut up 1955 Joe Pignataro, no, Joe Amalfitano. Felipe Alou again. 64 Willie Mays, got a lot of wax on there. Hopefully that'll clean up a little bit. This Braves marker is a little wide. I'm just gonna fold that over so I can put it in here without damaging stuff. Actually, we're gonna tear this right off. There you go. That fits much better. Where are we? So, see at 1960 Willie Mays popping out. So this is Monty Kennedy. Juan Marshall. Matty Alou. 1960 Willie Mays, pretty decent condition. Corner's a little rough on it, but not bad. 64 Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey rookie. Not too bad. Willie Mays All-Star. 64 Marshall. 62 Cepeda, but he's pretty scuffed up. Don Larson again. A lot of Don Larsons in here. and mix them with the Reds. Some Reds coaches, Felipe Alou. Gaylord Perry, 1964. 1961, Willie Mays. A little banged up, but not bad at all. The corner's a little worn, off center. 60 or 51, Sal Magley. Pretty decent. Don Larson again. Melinda Cepito, a bunch of wax on them. 63 Mays, couple of them. Again, decent condition. Lando Cepeda, that might be his rookie also, 58, I believe. Pretty sure it's his rookie. It's got a crease on it, but still cool. Another Willie Mays All-Star. And we got one more little stack of of San Francisco Giants. 69 Willie Mays. Another 68 miscut. Those are just cool to look at just because they're oddballs. 68 McCovey, a little beat up. 56 Hoyt Wilhelm. Again, it's oversized card, so it's pretty beat up around the edges. Walter John. Oh, must have gone with the special cards before. So we got Walter Johnson. You got Mickey Mantle home run. Stan Musial. Christy Mathewson. Another Mantle. Gehrig. Hornsby, K-Line. We got some awesome cards here. I'll put these back here. And we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm going to go with next. So Dodgers, lots of possibilities here too. Hopefully get a couple of Sandy Koufax in here. It's a nice Willie Davis, rookie. Some more Willie Davis. Drysdale. Willie Davis. Tommy Davis. Got all kinds of Davises. Gil Hodges. Don Drysdale. Drysdale. There's another card kind of stuck to him a little bit. Walt Alston. That's a nice team card. I think it's 324. So. A Dodgers team card. People love that one for whatever reason, but it's a cool card. It is oversized. Ooh. 56 Roy Campanella. Pretty beat up, but just the fact that it's there is pretty cool. There we go. 63 Koufax. Got some wax stain, little corner touch. 61 Koufax. 60 Koufax. There we go. Don Drysdale, 61. Some nice Frank Howards in here. Tommy Davis. '62 Koufax. 64 Koufax, two of those. '60 Deuce. Ooh, is that 1950? Looks like Roy Campanella, I believe. And then Pee Wee Reese right behind him. Oh, Gil Hodges, I'm sorry. 1950, that's his second card. Campanella, I'm not sure if that's his rookie or second card, but those are nice. Nice hits there. It's good because all the other 1950 Bowmans were kind of just common players. '61 Duke Snider, pretty nice looking card. Don Newcombe MVP. And then these are the end of the Dodgers. Roebuck, there's another 56 in there. Who's that? Pee Wee Reese, pretty beat up, but again, just the fact it's there is awesome. Some 1968s, a pretty decent condition. Don Sutton, he's actually a little banged up. 1969, Don Sutton. I just thought that was a cool card. I mean, it's nothing special monetarily, but just the pose was pretty cool. 1960 Dodgers. Oh, yeah, Dodgers team. So some cool Dodgers in there. Now we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. We're down to the last one. The New York Yankees.
Here's the Stankies.
Let's see what we got in here. So a nice stack of Yankees. Hopefully there's some Yankee gold. Let's see. Wow. 1960 mantle. Beautiful. Again, corner's a little touched, but who cares? 58 All-Stars. Got a little tape on them, but who cares? Whitey Ford. Billy Skowron All-Star. 58 mantle. It's got some creasing, but just, nicely centered. Presents very well. Well, with some tearing in the back. Someone loved their mantle. 61 Maris. Tough card to find centered. It's pretty well centered. It's off just a little bit, but the corner's a little banged up on it. 61 Whitey Ford. 64 Roger Maris. Tony Kubek's second card. 57 Yogi Berra. It's kind of an iconic card too. It's lower grade, but still awesome. 64 Roger Maris again. So Elston Howard, 63 Roger Maris, pretty decent. Bobby Richardson, 1960 Whitey Ford, a little wax stain on it. 63 Yankees team, way off center. So number 139, Hal Reniff. I believe that's going to be the considered the green tint variation. It's actually 130. Number 139 is supposed to be one of the Babe Ruth specials. Another 63 Maris, pretty decent card. Tom Tresh rookie. 61 Maris again. He's got wax on him, but 61 Yankees team. Ralph Terry. 60 Elston Howard. Another Tom Tresh rookie. Yogi Berra MVP. 1960 Yogi Berra. 1961 Yogi Berra. 1961 mantle. Pretty decent condition. 1961 Roger Maris. Got a wax stain and a little crease, but still looks cool. Tom Tresh again. Billy Skowron. Roger Maris All-Star. 1961. 1960 Maris. Casey Stengel. Tom Tresh rookie again. 1951 Bowman Jackie Jensen, a pretty nice 1963 Topps Mickey Mantle. This corner's banged up on it, but other than that, nice looking card. 1963 Yogi Berra. Casey Stengel All-Star Manager. Ooh, I see another Mickey. 1961 Mickey All-Star, but it's looks like it may have a yeah. So it's got a staple hole. Staple holes right here. Whoops. Staple holes. Someone stapled their Mickey. But it's still cool. Another 62 Roger Maris. And we're down to the last little bit. Last little bit. That's it. The end of the box. Last 40 cards or so. 56 Yankees team card. 63 Maris. Nice Bobby Richardson. Nice Mantle MVP. Of course, miscut. A little ding on the side, but other than that, nice looking card. Roger Maris MVP. Rizzuto MVP. Ralph Hook. Gil McDougald. Steve Hamilton. Alright, that's about it, guys. Hey, that's pretty good box of cards there. Again, guys, sorry about the length of time it took. If I do end up purchasing these, I'll let you guys know, and we'll go from there. But have a good night. It's been an hour and a half long, going through some old cool baseball cards. So I'm signing off for the night. Take it easy. Bye-bye.